Alright guys, so just before we get into this video, I just want to let you guys know that this is based on actual events that I've gone through in my life, and I'm very happy that I went through them because it made me a stronger man. So you've been warned. Let's get into this video. Hey there. So, you feeling alright? Are you sure? You don't want to talk about anything? How your day was? Things like that? Don't play dumb with me. I know something's bothering you. How do I know? Are you kidding me? I'm your brother. You know when things go wrong with me, and I know when things go wrong with you. It's just a part of nature. So, do you want to talk about it? Alright. Still don't want to talk? You know what? How about I just sit here until you tell me what happened? Look, Mom and Dad told me what happened in school. Alright? And if you talk about it, you'll feel better. Have I ever steered you wrong before? Oh yeah, there was that one time when... But, you know, that's not important, okay? What? Why do I want you to talk to me about it? Because I don't want you to go through the same thing I did. You remember all those years ago when you were still little and I was in middle school? You know what I'm talking about. Don't make me bring it up anymore. You know I don't like to talk about that. What? So, if I tell you what was bothering me, you'll tell me what's bothering you? Okay. But you gotta promise. Pinky promise, like we used to. Yeah. Whew, man, it's almost kind of weird to talk about it now, but when I was 13, I was thinking about committing suicide. Why was I doing it? Well, because of a lot of things. I was being picked on because I was overweight. I was being picked on for things that I like to do, and just a lot of things. I was mentally broken back then, and I found myself in an abyss that I didn't think I would ever get out of. And it got to the point, and you don't know this because I've never told you this. And if I tell you this, you can never tell Mom and Dad. It got to the point where every single night when Mom and Dad went to bed, I would sneak into the kitchen and I would take out a butcher knife and I would just hold that knife right up against my wrist. And I never did anything to myself with it. I just held it there. And I was just thinking, like, you're just one flick of the wrist away from ending the pain. But then I would think about it, and I said, someday, but not today. And I would put that knife back in the drawer, and I would sneak away back into my room. And you remember a few years ago when Uncle Joe bought me that gun for Christmas so we can go shoot with him at his house? Well, I had a bullet saved under my pillow just in case I needed an extra bullet to go for my brain. But, that's something, yeah, I know that sounds shocking, doesn't it? Come from your own brother, thinking that he was that close to doing it. But, thankfully, I came home one day and you saw me crying. And I never cry. And I actually told you what I was feeling. Because that day when I told you at school, I also drew a picture of myself being hung at the bottom of one of my work assignments. And you persuaded me to go into the hospital. And it was because of you that I got the help I needed. And if it wasn't for you, who knows where I would be? I'd probably be in the ground right now. And that was when I was 13. And here I'm sitting, 22 years old, and I'm talking to you about it. And I was in the hospital for 4 days. You know that because you brought me there with Mom and Dad. And you remember Dad told me, oh geez, something's making me cry talking about this. When Dad told me the worst part was when he got home after putting me in the hospital. He cried himself to sleep that night because his little boy was in pain and there was nothing he could do about it. And I remember he told me that you cried too. Oh, geez, here I am. I'm trying to help you with your problems, and all I'm doing is crying about my problems. Yeah, I know. I know that you love me, and I love you too. But you know what? I was able to heal from that pain because I got my help. And you were the one who helped get me that help. So if anything, I want to help you for helping me and save my life way back then. So can you please tell me what the problem is? Oh, well, I understand the pain that you're going through. It's a very serious thing. And I do want to help you because I am by no means a good brother to you. The things I've done, I didn't deserve your kindness back then either. But you still gave it to me. So I want to give back. So I'm going to get you your help. And we're going to make you better. Okay? Don't go on the road that I did. Because not only did it destroy me mentally, it destroyed Mom and Dad. Yeah, I know. It's been a long time since then, and I think I've truly become better because of that experience. But if you're feeling anything, just please tell me. Tell Mom, tell Dad, tell somebody. Because all we want to do is help you. We don't want you living in pain. And I really don't want you going what I went through, because it was just awful. Dad crying himself to sleep, it destroyed me for years. Yeah, you're right. What, you want to go tell Mom and Dad? What, great, that's great. What, you want me to come too? Well, of course. No, I won't laugh, whatever it is. I just told you the saddest thing that happened to me. And you think I'm gonna laugh at someone else's pain? Especially my own siblings? Alright. Enough sappy talk. You're right. Let's go tell him. Okay guys, that was this ASMR, and it was a little bit depressing, and it's probably something that you probably don't like hearing. Someone actually considering suicide at one point, but I did, and since then my scars have not severely, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but my scars from then are almost now non-existent because I don't even have those thoughts anymore. I mean, every now and again I get those thoughts of, I wonder what life would be like if I was gone, but I would just think back to when my dad was crying when I went to the hospital, and I realized that I give his life a little bit of meaning. So, if you're going through anything remotely close to what I did, please go get help because you do deserve to be alive, and there's always someone out there who loves you. And I may not know you as a person, but even in this video, saying I love you is something that I hope gives you a little bit of hope. Because, yeah, this was a bit more roleplay, but still, please, I don't want you living in pain like I did. I want you to prosper. I want you to be happy. I want all of your dreams to come true. I want you to feel just nothing but joy in life. But then again, bad times make the good times better. So please, if you're feeling anything remotely close to depression, or anger, or wanting to hurt someone or something, just tell someone about it. Because they care about you. I care about you. So, anyway, yeah, that's this ASMR, and it's a lot longer than my last ones, that's for sure. So, I'm EagleOwl-Hunter, and I'll see you later.